Is it back? Is it back? Is it back? Is it back? Talk to me in Chatwig. I'm not sure if I'm back. It tells me I'm back, but it doesn't show me that I'm connected. Streamlabs says that I'm back though. Okay, I'm back. Let's hope this doesn't happen again.
And this concludes our tour. We will be landing shortly.
Thanks, Lynn. We'll save the rest of orientation for once we're back at the barracks.
I sure hope this doesn't happen while playing Ys 8 later with Robin. Because we're gonna do a lot of exploration stuff, which is gonna suck a lot if we disconnect all the time.
Enjoy your stay in the administrative district, and thank you for flying Linley Airlines.
Right. Let's get you over to the barracks. Then I should file my report. They'll be eager to hear the details on how I found you, I'm sure.
Well then, we'd better not keep them waiting. The barracks are pretty close, actually. They're set up just behind the giant blade tower here. That road there wraps around the left side and leads right to it.
We'll pass through Armory Alley, but let's not get sidetracked, okay? We can check it out later.
The NLA music needs a lot of listening to it to get used to it, though. I kind of dislike the night theme is fine, but the day theme, eh. Oh well, you're in a minority then. Most people hate it. I'm fine with it after all this time.
Consider yourself our guest until we finish.
And I think the night theme is better than the day theme, at least.
Feel free to come and go as you please.
I think I can answer that one. So, you must be the latest rescue.
Secretary Nagi!
Ms. Cool. Chipper as always, I see.
What can I say? Pep is my middle name.
I ran into Doug Barrett on the way here, and he didn't seem quite so upbeat. Anything about today's flight I should know?
No. Nothing to worry about.
Good. Be sure it stays that way. More importantly, Elma, you found another one. Excellent work out there.
Just doing my job, Mr. Secretary.
Now, as for officially registering our new citizen here...
Why don't we talk inside? There's a lot of ground to cover. It could take some time.
Ah yes, of course. Forgive me. You must be weary from the stasis and your journey back to us. Please, after you.
I'll put on some...
And he's a politician, and you can hear that he's a politician. He's not the nicest guy around, but he's okay at heart. Like he's certainly no Chausson. Like I dislike Chausson, but Nagi is fine. But he's a bit too much of a politician sometimes. Yes, zoom in on Elma's
Allow me
ass
to
more,
formally introduce
please.
myself. My name is Kentaro Nagi. You may remember me as captain of the White Whale, but now I serve as Secretary of Defense here for New LA. The provisional government has charged me with keeping the peace, so all military and police matters fall under my jurisdiction.
He's also my superior officer. And he'd be an excellent person to talk to when you're ready to start looking for work.
What about a job right here with Blade? She seems capable.
Let's give it a little more time. At least until she knows enough to be able to make an informed decision.
As if the
She
game
seems
would
to be
actually
suffering
let
from
you
some form of memory
choose.
loss.
From the stasis?
She could barely remember her name, and nothing at all about what happened to Earth or the White Whale.
I see. Though, come to think of it, the entire lot of us have only been on this planet for what, 2 months? It shouldn't take very long to get caught up.
My thoughts exactly.
Well then, where should we begin?
How did we end up on Mira? We've seen that, but we have to ask it
started at the
anyways.
end, 2 years ago. The end of Earth. The casualty of a battle between 2 hyper-advanced alien civilizations.
Flashback to the
Their
opening
technology
cutscene.
and weapons were beyond our comprehension. We were like infants, naked, powerless. The Earth was reduced to ash and blown away.
I still wonder if I hadn't been there. If maybe all of this could have somehow been avoided.
No one can know that, Elma. What we do
Yeah,
know
they
is without
are
you,
sure proud of
then
it.
no Project Exodus, and no escape for any of us. Did it go perfectly? No. But we are here, and we are alive. We survived. So yes, Project Exodus. Once we learned the Earth might be threatened, we needed a plan to preserve all her various life forms. That plan was the Earth Life Colonization Project, otherwise known as Project Exodus.
Those of us who escaped on the White Whale spent over 2 years wandering in space. 2 hard years.
Yeah, that's
But
true.
we
She
clung
does
to our
think
mission,
she's very
Find a
important.
habitable planet and settle there. We had no idea how long it would take. Or that the decision would eventually be made for us.
The xenoforms found us again, and, well, it wasn't a happy reunion. Earth wasn't enough. They wanted humanity destroyed. For better and for worse, we were close to planet Mira when we lost control of the White Whale. Inertia and gravity took it from there.
The ship had taken way too much damage to survive entering the atmosphere intact. We had no choice. We channeled all the power we had left to soft land the habitat. Once the dust cleared, we set to work transforming it into its current state. Searching for survivors, establishing Blade, installing the provisional government. Basically, making it a sustainable city.
Clarify about information about Blade.
is an acronym. Builders of a legacy after the destruction of Earth. Quite fitting, I think.
It's a shitty name.
It's a relatively new organization.
The Japanese name is
Up there in
far
space, we
better.
had plenty of provisions, and
Let
a
me
crew
see if I can
trained
find
to
that
handle
real
the
quick.
limited amount of situations we might encounter in our travels. But of course, all that changed after we lost most of our ship and came crashing down here on Mira. We needed food, water, search and rescue teams, surveyors, police. The list goes on and on. It was too much for the provisional government to manage on its
The
own.
Japanese
So
one
Blade
would
was
be
born.
Beyond the
The idea
Logos
was
Artificial
one central
Destiny
organization,
Emancipator,
different disciplines
which
to fill
is
these various
far
roles.
less memorable,
Its core
but
was
it fits
full for
much
the
better into
coalition
the whole
military,
Xenoblade
so it's
franchise.
mostly former soldiers. But isn't our most important duty. Right now, we have a single top priority that supersedes all others. The search for and recovery of the Lifehold.
Take a look at this. The White Whale was designed to carry an exceedingly large number of passengers, all of them held in stasis, all housed in a structure called the Lifehold. This is a complete schematic of that facility. Only essential personnel were conscious and active for the journey from Earth. The flight...
Alright. I'ma pause on this position then until you're back. Oh, what's then?
Crew, maintenance engineers, and of course, some military
Oh,
to defend ourselves
I
if
see.
necessary.
Oh,
But the vast
I'm so
majority
slow.
were in the Lifehold.
I should have
Are
slept
in the
more. I've been
Lifehold.
awake since 6
With
a.m.
good luck, they're all still there, in stasis, waiting to be rescued. But there's a problem. We now know the Lifehold broke apart along with the rest of the ship when we came down on Mira. What we don't know is exactly where all the pieces landed. Not very comforting, I know. Blade's top priority now is locating the missing units.
And the final question about registration.
Yes. All citizens of NLA are required to register their name, age, and occupation. We also ask you report any personal assets and take a short survey regarding your current state of health. All purely as a precaution. I'm sure you understand. As the caretakers of humanity's survival, we all have certain responsibilities.
And hey, it's not all bad. Registering gets you access to all kinds of public services.
In any case, I'm sure this is all a lot to digest. You'll be wanting some time. Ms. Koo, even I'm tired of hearing myself speak. Why don't you take our guest out for some air? Perhaps a tour of the administrative district.
Yes, sir. Come on, we'll keep this briefing brief.
Sure. I think we can, yeah, we have control right now. Anyways, so we can save and stop at this point if you want to. Although maybe I wanna see the one cutscene. If you still have like a minute or two. Because that cutscene is kind of like this. This is one of those cringy parts that I've meant that the game still has in store, but it only shows it when you pick the right dialogue option.
You know, it's not every day we're authorized to let a civilian tour the administrative district.
Yeah, Nagi must really, really want her to join Blade.
The AD is a bit different from the other districts. It's got everything a Blade would need, all in one place, without any extra fluff.
Get a load of that skill. Even the way that they walk is so cool. Oh yeah, work it, baby. Now this girl gets it. Aren't they just the coolest? Just everything about them. The lasers, the force fields, the bipedal and vehicular transformations. You ever have that dream where you're inside one and it's just transforming over and over and over? Yeah, you know what I'm talking about. Actually, I don't normally show this to people, but I've been working on some Skell fanfiction. Hold on, I'll just pull it up here 1 sec.
Lynn.
Oh, right. Sorry.
Originally, scales were developed as a defense measure to counter potential alien threats. It wasn't enough to save Earth, though. We were
Yes,
outnumbered and
Linley
outgunned.
Koo, the Scal fanfiction 13-year-old.
Just look around you. New LA has gone from basically nothing to this in just
You
2
don't
short
ever
months.
actually get to read it,
We
which
could
is,
never have
you know.
come so far, so fast, without Skell technology. I'd love to get you into one to see for yourself, but
It's also
not
the
that
only place
simple.
in the game where it's actually
Well, yeah,
mentioned.
duh. For one thing, only blades are allowed to pilot skells. And even then, you need a license.
These aren't toys we're talking about. They're complex machines with powerful weapons. And they're a precious resource. We only have so many of them to go around. So yes, as you might imagine, the certification process is a fairly rigorous one.
I'm sure you're thinking, where do I sign up for the test? But it's not that simple. They choose you, not the other way around. You can't just walk in the front door and volunteer.
There is some criteria. The details are largely hidden, but basically, HQ only allows the cream of the crop to take the test. Blades who go above and beyond in their duties, and for the people of New LA in general.
So what do you say? If you become a blade and work hard, I'm sure it'll only be a matter of time before they tap you on the shoulder.
Speaking of work, that reminds me. Why don't we check out the mission control board first? That's where we take on our assignments.
Good call.
Yeah, I
Let's head on
wonder if we get a choice whether we want to join Blade or if we want to just be a regular civilian. I really wonder about that. Yeah. No. Alright. You gotta head off. That was fun, yeah. Alright, see ya tomorrow. Maybe we could start even a bit earlier, or even later today, maybe. Later today, I have to see with Robin. But we'll see. Maybe earlier tomorrow than today. I've had to grab groceries first, otherwise I would have been up earlier. But we can talk and chat about that. See ya.